Tonight on TV Close-Up, our correspondent Diana Romero will talk to some rat race dropouts, some very happy people who've given up regular jobs and high salaries to start a new way of life.
I'm here in northern Vermont, where the nearest town is more than 25 miles away. Dan and Michelle Gallagher were born and lived most of their lives in Boston. Dan was vice president of marketing for a publishing company, and Michelle was an advertising executive. They gave up their jobs and moved to this remote area of Vermont 4 years ago. Michelle, what made you give up everything for this?
Everything? A big house and expensive cars aren't everything. We used to work long hours. Such long hours, in fact, that we hardly ever saw each other. We wanted to do this years ago, but we were making so much money that we were afraid to quit our jobs. Even the time we spent at home was so hectic that we never had time to just be together. So 4 years ago, we traveled around New England on vacation. We saw this place. It was for sale, and we liked it so much we decided to buy it. The next week, we quit our jobs, sold most of our things, and here we are.
How do you earn a living?
We don't need a lot. We have 2 milk cows and a few chickens. We grow all our own vegetables. It's a simple life. We're still so busy that we work from dawn to dark, but we're together. And now we have Kimberly, who's 3. We're happier than we've ever been.
The motorcycle I'm sitting on is a very special one. Special because it's been all the way around the world. It belongs to Luke Musto, who has just come back here to Detroit after a 3-year motorcycle trip. Luke, what led you to quit your job and make this trip?
I worked in a car factory on the assembly line. I made good money, but it was really monotonous. It was so routine that I never had to think. My job is done by a robot now. Big surprise. Anyway, I bought this bike secondhand, put 2 packs on the back, and got myself on a freighter to Europe.
What did you do for money?
I had a little money saved up, but of course it didn't last long. I had to find work where I could. I did a lot of different things. Picked fruit, washed dishes, worked as a mechanic.
How did people react to you?
Everywhere I went, people were so friendly that I always felt right at home. There was such a tremendous amount of interest in the bike that it was easy to start a conversation. Usually you can communicate without knowing the language.
Did you ever feel like giving up and coming home?
Only once, in Bangladesh. I got so sick from something I ate that I had to go to a hospital. But it didn't last long.
You've had such an exciting time that you'll find it hard to settle down in Detroit, won't you?
I'm not going to. Next week I'm leaving again, but this time I'm heading south to Tierra del Fuego. See you when I get back.